Hello and a very warm welcome. Thank you, Pranavi, for joining in. And today we are going to read about people cannot make proper use of self from this book, The Courage to be Disliked. Disliked. We're almost done with the book. This is the part that we have already read, and this is the only part that is left. So
That's absolutely great.
yes. Let me quickly share the screen so that we can read together. Mm. All right. So in the previous chapter, the author talked about exist in the present. And now we are talking about people cannot make proper use of self. Youth says, I should start. Philosopher. That's right. Without regard to whether other people are cooperative or not. This is in context of the last chapter wherein he was saying that हमारे को in the present energy and charity, we start with our own selves to stay in the present. So the youth is asking that I should start. The philosopher says, yes, that's right, without regard to whether other people are cooperative or not. Youth says, all right, I will ask you again. People can be of use to someone else simply by being alive and have a true sense of their worth just by being alive. Is that what you're saying? Philosopher says, yes. Youth, well, I don't know. I'm alive right here and now. I, who is no one else but me, am alive right here. But even so, I don't really feel that I have worth. Philosopher, can you describe in words why do you feel that you have worth? Youth, I suppose it's what you have been referring to as interpersonal relations. Would you like to read, Pranavi? I have a little throat this time.
Yeah, we are in the third line, right, Karishma?
I'll take. From childhood up to the present, I have always been belittled by people around me, especially my parents, as a poor excuse for little brother or for a little brother. They
Can I
have
start?
never, huh?
Can I read,
They,
Karishma?
here we are.
Yeah, wait a second. Yeah. From childhood up to the present, I have always been belittled by people around me, especially my parents, as a pure, as a poor excuse for a little brother. They have never really tried to recognize me for who I am. You say that worth is something one gives to oneself, but that's just an impractical theory. For example, at the library where I work, for the most part, my job is just sorting the returned books and putting them back on the shelves. It's routine work that anyone could do once they have been taught. Just scroll up, Karishma.
It's going to go to the next page only.
Yeah.
If I stopped going to work, my boss would have no. Can you read now?
Yeah. Wait a second. Yeah. Would know someone else or a machine for that matter. No one is requiring this me in particular. In such circumstances, would you have confidence in yourself? Would you be able to have a true sense of worth? Philosopher. From an Adlerian psychology point of view, the answer is simple. First of all, build a horizontal relationship between yourself and another person. One is enough. Let's start from there. Youth, please don't treat me like a fool. Look, I have friends and I'm building solid horizontal relationships with them. Philosopher. Even so, I suspect that with your parents and your boss and with your junior colleagues and other people as well, the relationships you are building are vertical ones. Youth, of course, I have different kinds of relationship. That's how it is for everyone. Philosopher, this is a very important point. Does one build vertical relationships or does one build horizontal relationships? This is an issue of lifestyle, and human beings are not so clever as to be able to have different lifestyles available whenever the needs arises. In other words, deciding that one is equal to this person or in a hierarchical relationship with that person does not work. Youth, do you mean that one has to choose one or the other? Vertical relationships or horizontal relationships? Philosopher, absolutely yes. If you are building even one vertical relationships with someone before you even notice what is happening, you will be treating all your interpersonal relations as vertical.
So the youth say, so I am treating even my relationship with my friends as vertical. And the philosopher says this that is correct. Even if you are not treating them in a boss or subordinate kind of way, it is as if you are saying A is above me and B is below me. For example, or I will follow A's advice but ignore what B says. Or I don't mind breaking my promise to C. You. Philosopher. On the other hand, if one has managed to build a horizontal relationship with at least one person, if one has been able to build a relationship of equals in the true sense of the term, that is a major lifestyle transformation. With that breakthrough, all one's interpersonal relations will gradually become horizontal. Youth, what nonsense! There are so many ways I could refute that. Think of a company setting, for example. It wouldn't really be feasible for a director and his new recruits to form relationships as equals, would it? Hierarchical relationships are part of the system of our society, and to ignore that is to ignore the social order. Look, if you heard that a new recruit of your company, who is only 20 or so, had suddenly started budding up with the 60 something director, don't you think it would sound pretty far fetched? Philosopher. It is certainly important to respect one's elder. In a company structure, it is only natural for there to be different levels of responsibilities. I am not telling you to make friends with everyone or behave as if you are close friends. Rather, what is important is to be equal in consciousness and to assert that which needs to be asserted. Youth. I am not someone who can mouth uh, onto my seniors, and I would never think of trying. My social common sense would be called into question if I did. Philosopher, what is the senior? What is this mouthing on? If one is gogging, gong. So the youth says, what is irresponsible about? Philosopher, suppose that as a result of following your boss's instructions, your work ends in failure. Whose responsibility is it then? Youth. Well, that would be my boss's responsibility because I was just following orders and he was the one who decided on them. Philosopher, none of the responsibility is yours. Youth, no, it isn't. It's the responsibility of the boss who gave the orders. This is what's known as organizational accountability. Philosopher, you are wrong. This is a life lie. There is space for you to refuse, and there should also be space to propose a better way of doing things. You are just thinking there is no space to refuse so that you can avoid the conflict of the associated interpersonal relations and to avoid responsibility. And you are being dependent on vertical relationships. Youth. Are you saying I should disobey my boss? Sure, in theory, I should. Theoretically, it's exactly as you say, but I can't do that. That's no way I could build a relationship like that. Philosopher. Really? You're building a horizontal relationship with me right now. You're asserting yourself very well. Instead of thinking about this or that difficulty, you can just start here. Youth. I can start here. Philosopher. Yes, in this small study. As I told you earlier, to me, you are an irrepressible friend. Youth. Philosopher. Am I wrong? So the youth says, I appreciate it. I really do. But I'm afraid. I'm afraid of accepting your proposal. Philosopher. What are you afraid of exactly? Youth. The task of friendship naturally. I have never befriended an older man like you. I have no idea if a friend relationship with such a difference of age is even possible. Or if I had better think of it as a student-teacher relationship. Philosopher. Age does not matter in love and friendship. It is certainly true that the task of friendship requires steady courage. With regard to your relationship with me, it will be, it will what? To reduce the distance. It will begin to reduce the distance little by little to a degree of distance in which we are not close contact but can still reach out and touch either each other's faces with our outstretched arms, so to speak. Youth, please give me some time. Just once more, I would like some time to try to figure things out on my own. Our discussion today has given me much to think about. I would like to take it all home and ruminate on it calmly on my own. Philosopher. It takes time to gain a true understanding of community feeling. It would be quite impossible to understand everything about it right here and now. Please return to your home and give it some careful thought while checking it against everything else we have discussed. Youth. I will. In any case, it was quite a blow to be told that I never really look at others and I only have concerns for myself. You're really a dreadful fellow. Philosopher. Ha ha. You say it in such a happy way. Youth. Yes, I enjoy it immensely. It hurts, of course. It's like a sharp pain. Philosopher. I see. That is an interesting analysis. Youth. But don't forget, I told you that I am going to take apart your arguments and bring you to your knees. And I haven't given up. Philosopher. Thank you. I have had a good time too. Come by whenever you are ready to pick this back up. Okay, that's the end of this chapter. And in fact, this is the end of the, fourth night as well. Next comes the fifth night, which we will be talking about, in the next session. But before
Okay.
we go forward, I would love to hear your perspectives on, how a philosopher and youth have spoken today.
Uh, Actually, the other day also I have asked you about this horizontal and vertical relationships, Karishma. Somewhere I lost the depth of it, but then I'm trying to recollect how he's relating. At times, he's telling that friendship should be in the vertical relationships kind of thing.
Not vertical, it should be always a horizontal relationship.
Okay, okay, that's what I am not totally into that. I mean, it would be helpful if you just explain me or something like that.
Just a minute. So this is saying that if you have a relationship with anybody, whosoever, it should always be a horizontal relationship, which is not judging anybody as looking upon to anybody as a senior or a junior. That's it. It's as
Okay. Okay.
when it is a vertical, then somebody is above you and somebody is below you. And this one
Okay.
is saying, philosopher is saying, look everybody into the same line. एक straight line के ऊपर सब खड़े हैं. Nobody is above you or below you. Everybody is the same.
Okay. Okay. It's actually practically, I think it should be followed to maintain relationships with all the people around us. I think this is actually a very good tip. Okay.
Yes, and I do you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I started actually implementing a bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
I see that now, as much as I am open to my kids are as much as equally, open with me.
Yeah.
As much as they respect me, I am respecting them as well. So it is not like I am telling them that you need to do this because I am telling you. It's about how about collaborative, this thing. कि आज क्या
Mm-hmm.
करना चाहिए? What should I be doing? Let's discuss about it. So
Yeah.
it's a very good space to be in if we
Yes.
can actually implement it.
True.
Not everybody would be able to do it because the kind of husband that I have, I would not generalize anybody else's husband, but he has been raised into a very male dominant family.
Mm-hmm.
And for him, he has to, if he says the TV is going to stay up all night, it's going to be on all night, then it is going to be up all night. Yeah. And if he
Okay.
thinks that I am going to put on the music all night, the music is going to be on all night. There would be nobody who would say, nahi, band kar do this and that, because that is the way their family is. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
glad that my husband has also shifted a little. A little,
Oh.
nahi, actually a lot more. Because now, so me and my kids, we share almost like our room is like ekdam ek sa, aise. So
Mm-hmm.
if there is a TV on at night, so their room also has light in it.
Mm-hmm.
So now he started, so we have different floors. Our kitchen is on the ground floor, drawing and dining is also there. So my husband stays there till the kids are off to sleep. He has,
Okay.
agreed on that okay, I'll watch TV downstairs and let them sleep and let me know when you are also free. I'll come and sleep then. I'm like, well,
Okay.
that's great.
True. True.
But
Simple thing, but it works at a different level. True.
you have to bring into negotiations part as well. So you have to respect them, you have to respect yourself. So you have to come to a middle line. अच्छा ऐसे कर लेते हैं, you do this, I do this, and then this.
True. True.
That is like respecting and respecting each other's boundaries and respecting each other's
It's just like give and take, yeah, give respect and take respect kind of thing.
yes,
It's irrespective of the age, gender, and all that.
absolutely.
True.
So I'm
Yeah.
liking this. I'm liking the shift that is happening in the family as well. And
Mm-hmm.
they're also happier. I feel so. बाकी तो टाइम ही बताएगा.
True. True.
But I've seen that with my mom as well, that I've started, treating her as young as myself.
Mm.
Okay. And I keep on telling, "Oh, why are you wearing this? Why don't you wear this? You will look prettier." And she also all of a sudden starts, feeling, wow, this is nice, actually, this kind of thing. Otherwise, older people would actually feel ki, ha, we are older and we are like, oh,
True. True. In that sense, I manage around 33 old days. I mean, every month I conduct the kitty. I mean, I would be the main person to take the lead and to make them happy, to sync with their minds, and they would tell that Pranavi, you're so young and you look so modern, but we never guessed that you would sync with us so well.
wow.
Then just by just I mean just before I enter the the kitty part, I mean I usually conduct tambolo and I'll organize them to take the pics and I'll just take care of the food, like how it is being served and all that. So they just treat me with a lot of love because I would be mentally prepared to reach to their level of thinking and how their thought process would work. So, but then people will tell that you will become a pleasing personality, Pranavi, to all of them. I would say that it's not a question of being pleasing personality. That's my personality to sync with the people around me. So it's like that.
With me. It's same with me. If I go into the kids, I'm like a kid. If I go to the elder ones, I'm like elder ones. If I go to satsang, I'm talking satsang ki baatein. If I'm
Yes.
going to some, wherever I'm going, I, get involved in that kind
True.
of. I change very quickly.
Yes, it's very good. It's actually good, and we have to learn, in fact, to sync with different kinds of personalities and all
Absolutely.
that. True. In that way, your horizontal and vertical concept works beautifully. I mean, I told you now, I always get confused with horizontal and vertical. Now I got the full clarity, Karishma. Thank you for explaining me.
And it's so simple, ना?
Yeah,
कोई भी ऊपर नीचे होगा तो लाइन में हो गया ना ऐसे. और
true.
सब अगर एक साथ खड़े होंगे on a ground, so we are all equal like
Yes,
this.
yes,
And it becomes
yes.
a community. Otherwise, it's not a community, it is a slow.
Yeah, true. Exactly.
All right. Anything else that you would like to share, or you have any questions?
Nothing much, Karishma. I mean, takeaway for me today is it's again one more discovery for me. Ki, you need to really work on the horizontal relations. See, we know that we actually do execute that, but then if you know that this is a system we need to work on, you would be more conscious to work when you get into a certain environment.
And it is, it's going to start only with us. We cannot expect others to give it to us.
Yes,
Yeah, because
yes,
we know the concept, so we will start building this thing. First, it happens in the family, then थोड़ा सा relatives जो closer है, then
true,
a little farther वाले relatives, then
true.
others.
Yeah, it spreads around, yes. And I heard that even our mind has the capability, I mean, it works in automatic mode wherein, it will, it will, it will automatically take further extensions also if we
Yes.
work at a core level. So, yeah, as you said, we need to focus first within the family and then it just spreads around.
And सबसे पहले तो अपने साथ ही, in fact, to be honest, because when we are mother ना, or when we are a daughter, or when we are a wife, we automatically start becoming in the vertical.
Vertical kind. True,
So it
true.
is a very mindful game. We are going to folly. We are going to then pick ourselves up again to, get into this system. But
Yes.
yes, it will be interesting. So I have seen this outside, in the foreign countries, that even a janitor or a CEO of a company, both are at the same levels. They don't, shrug off. If they're meeting in a mall, they're like, hello, how are you? And they're hugging and they're talking to each other.
Yeah.
इसमें जो है, but when they are outside of their work environment, they are very horizontal.
Oh, oh, and they don't address them with sirs or anything. They just directly address with the names, right? I think maybe they're working on this horizontal relationship skill.
So I remember when I was so my teachers, I used to feel very, this thing ki, oh my God, I have to take your name. In India we normally call sir, ma'am, and all. They're like, no, I'm Mr. Jones. She's Mrs. Smith. This is Mr. Tony, and I'm like, what?
True, true. When I worked with Dell, I had a very, I mean, I'm brought up in an Orthodox family, and addressing a person with the name was like, it was sounding a little harsh for for my own self. But then when I entered into the community, even now, I address even even oldies with their names, and few of them they call like akka, sister, and all. But for me, I don't mind all that, and I never address any men with bhaiya and all that. If there is a name for them, I'll just address directly with their name. I don't mind, however, I mean, whatever they think.
Yes. Yeah, I remember when I got married, my mother-in-law used to be like, she calls her husband's name as if it is her child's name. And I'm like,
Oh,
but that's not my.
true, true.
I was like, Neeraj. I was like, Yes, he would. So ours was a love match. So he used to call me, and I was calling him Neeraj only. It was never Suno, ye wo, and I was like,
Oh,
honest, I never knew this concept of, you don't take your husband's name and this and that. Because while I was young, even after my marriage only, I got to know what my mom. So somebody asked me, what is your dad's nickname? And I've said his name is Basuno. Basuno? Why? What is this Basuno? What does it mean? I don't know. Mummy calls him Basuno. And I asked
mhm,
Mummy, "Ki, Mama, what does Basuno means? And
mhm.
somebody calls sweetie, sweetheart, love, I
True,
don't know,
true.
Janu and this and that. What is this Basuno? Like, what is that? No, you call Papa Basuno. And she's like, I tell him, Baat Suno. And I'm like, oh
Okay.
my God. I'm
Oh
like,
my
oh,
God.
right. And I knew that my dad's name for her. So my dad calls my mom Dolly, and my mom calls him Basuna.
Okay. Yeah, they have a rule, something like, I mean, husbands shouldn't get addressed with their names or something. Some rule is there, I guess. So they didn't call their husbands or by their names.
I don't know. There is nothing that works. Whatever you believe in works for you.
Yeah, true. Exactly.
All
So,
right, let's close
yeah.
this session. It was a very quick session, but I'm excited to start the fifth night, which is
Mm-hmm.
going to talk about to live in the earnest of here and now. So, see you tomorrow. Take good night sleep
Yeah.
and love
Yeah.
you.
See you, darling.
Bye
Good
bye.
night. Have nice dreams. Bye bye.